Brand new edition of the Take. I'm your host as always, Kendrick, here on this Thursday, January 17th, 2019. My tongue tied, but hey, I'll be okay. But we're gonna have tongue tied. Speaking of that later on in the Newsies report. But first things first, join in that conversation right here using the hashtag Take. You don't want to sit back, just follow us through this whole show. But first things first, let's get to the big story. The big story this week is, why is America so fixated on this romantic reality show called The Bachelor? Well, ABC is pulling no punches on the hit reality show that comes with love, heartbreak, and wild moments. But if you want to see what I'm talking about, watch this.
How are you?
Oh, crikey, mate.
Yeah.
So I came up to you with an Australian accent earlier. I don't know if you noticed, I'm not actually Australian.
Oh, I was like, Jesus, where did it go?
My Australian accent is kind of like an icebreaker, so I'll just like start talking like I'm from Australia, and it's really fun. The Australian accent's definitely fun. I like to show like a lighthearted side of me, so Australian Brie comes in and out.
So have you even spent time in Australia?
I've never been. I would love to go, but it's my favorite accent.
Wait, where are you from now? Like, where are you?
I'm from LA.
LA?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, for work, for modeling, do you stay based out in LA, or do you travel?
I get to travel a little bit here and there. Most of it's in LA, so.
Obviously not to Australia or anything like that.
No, not to Australia. Not anytime soon.
Dang, you're a pro at this.
On this season of The Bachelor follows 27-year-old ColtonUnderwood, who played football for the NFL. Well, I don't know what team he played for, but I kind of got an idea what he played for, but hey, it is what it is. But he's no stranger to The Bachelor, as he's been on The Bachelorette. He couldn't find love with The Bachelorette. She rejected him. He went on to Bachelor Paradise to find love from Bachelor castmate offs. He couldn't find love there. And now he get bills to get his own show on The Bachelor to find that one lucky girl that can finally pop his cherry. But, hey, Colton has a bevy of beautiful young women that wants his rose, wants his heart, wants his desire, and to be the chosen one by Colton to finally be intimate and be committed. So this Colton has this going on, but watch this.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Wait, what? What's happening? Okay, girl.
Tell me more about your dating experience. You said good, bad.
Yeah, I mean,
Can I interrupt?
How's it going? Yeah. Here, I'll give you a hug. Thank you.
Then.
All right.
So
what you showing me?
We're gonna go upstairs.
oh my god, I gotta be kidding me.
I want to show you my fantasy closet. You're gonna love this.
Does she not have parents? Like, I'm just confused. Tracy, just wait inside there.
What's going on? Tracy's upset because Demi wanted to take him to the fantasy closet. I don't know what's happening in there.
From Bachelorette, kind of like has, a lot of, trust issues, and he's got to work with that. Even the women on Bachelor got trust issues, but everybody got trust issues in relationships. Well, speaking of versions, because this is the first time ever on the Bachelor show that a virgin bachelor, a male of all people, but I'm not trying to, shit on Colton, but that's rare. That's rare. But Colton, wants to find that special girl. That's what he's trying to do. And he's doing so on the show on The Bachelor. So he's trying to find love in all the right places. And we'll just go through his journey as this continues to find that true soulmate. So Colton, you got a lot of work to do. Women, you got a lot of work to do to get him, shake his, get in the groove. I'd say, speaking of somebody who's in the groove, a famous virgin that's slim like Colton's size and Colton's ability was a football player, Tim Tebow. Yeah, Tim Tebow. You remember Tim Tebow was well known as being a virgin. And now Tim Tebow is getting married. And Tim Tebow found this beauty queen, dated her for a couple months. And now they're in love. And now Tim Tebow is about to pop his cherry, if you know what I mean. So I guess people just want to be sexually, have sexual relations and start, getting the swing of things. So, hey, congratulations to Tim Tebow and his lovely finna-be bride. And Colton, find who you got to find and go from there. All right. Now, speaking of bachelors, watch this. Now, you telling me that this guy could be on The Bachelor? That's just creepy, gross, nasty, disgusting. Dude licking a phone, licking some sensor like this. Like this. The sensor. Dude, okay, dude. You just sick and disgusting and twisted. And he think he's doing this to find love? Like being on The Bachelor or auditioning for The Bachelor or perhaps just trying to audition for the house bachelor. Like, could you find love with a thing, like a person, place, or a thing? But hey, I ain't here to discriminate, but that's his thing. If he want to date women or date houses or date machines, that's his doing. To each his own. All right, on celebrity news. All right, Amazon founder Jeff Bezos is getting a divorce. And we went from a happy place now from a sad place. Jeff Bezos getting divorced, but he's getting divorced from his wife for 25 years. See how this lady got involved. Watch this.
Tonight, the world's richest couple calling it quits. Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos and his wife, Mackenzie, announcing the surprise split on Twitter. After a long period of loving exploration and trial separation, we have decided to divorce and continue our shared lives as friends. But no word as to what happens to Bezos' estimated $137 billion fortune.
This is going to be one of the biggest ticket divorces ever.
The two have been married for 25 years and have 4 children. They met in the early 90s while both were working at a New York-based hedge fund, soon marrying and moving to Seattle, renting a 1-bedroom apartment as Bezos launched Amazon. They are now one of America's largest property owners.
It is in both of their interests to try to keep this as quiet, as amicable as possible.
The couple maintaining the appearance of peace in their statement, saying, "We feel incredibly lucky to have found each other. If we had known we would separate after 25 years, we would do it all again."
Jeff Bezos, his worth of his company Amazon is up in the billions. And you know that wife, that ex-wife of his is going to come in, in hand in the making of the company what the company is today. And this could be taking herself home some real serious cash. But this lady comes around, picks out Jeff Bezos. She's been around like a cheese plate. And she just comes around and said, "Ooh, that's Jeff Bezos." Didn't even acknowledge the man in the beginning. Now she said the man billionaire and stuff. She wants to get along, tag along. Lady, for real? You gotta be crazy to look. And Jeff Bezos falling for that. For real. Yeah. Come on now. Put your 2020 vision on and see that. See, this lady just right here just being a floozy. I'm telling you. But she's looking to collect on Bezos, and Bezos needs to be a little bit apprehensive on what's going on with his former wife that helped him out to build the company he had. You know what I'm saying? At least give the woman a little something for helping you out and being your first accountant. She could have just done something else, but she believed in you, and you kind of like just went on downhill, spiral downhill from there. All right. Speaking of that, in other celebrity news, CBS announced Big Brother Season 2, the Celebrity Edition. And man, oh man, what a list they have for us. Joey Lawrence from Blossom is going to be on the show. Whoa. Yeah, whoa. Dina Lohan, the mother of Lindsay Lohan, she's going to be on there. She was the infamous stage mom before Kris Jenner ever became a stage mom. Tom Green from MTV from the past. You remember Tom Green doing weird, wild antics on MTV and getting people was offended by him. Ricky Williams, former NFL football player that decided to take his ball and go home. Ryan Lochte, the Olympic gold medalist, who a couple of years ago decided to lie about him being staged or something like that was going on. And former fellow Olympian Lolo Jones, who we've been sitting around talking about Tebow and Colton about being virgins. I think she's a virgin, and she's gonna be a Big Brother. They're gonna bring that situation up. I know it. It's the age of virgins up on TV right now. Jonathan Bennett from Mean Girls, he's gonna be on the show. Tamar Braxton, oh my God, the singer Tamar Braxton, Lord, she gonna be the drama, the chaos, and the intensity. I'm telling you right now, that's how Tamar Braxton rolls. Candy Burris from the Real Housewives of Atlanta will be a part of the show. I don't know how she got time to do her busy schedule to be on in Big Brother. Kato Kaelin. You remember Kato Kaelin, the man who testified in the O.J. Simpson trial and was friends with O.J. Simpson? Eva Marie. Remember the former WWE women's champ? Well, she wasn't a women's champ, but she was a former wrestler. She's going to be on the show. She left WWE and took her ball home as well. And Anthony the Moose Scaramucci, he was in the Trump administration as a former communications director. He left and took his ball home. Everybody leave and take the ball home. Who's going to be staying on Big Brother for real? Be the actuality just going through that whole process. Because everybody prone to leave for real. Let's see. Tamar prone to leave if you piss her off. I know Mooch prone to leave and Eva Marie. It's gonna be, I bet you it's gonna be Eva Marie and Tamar. Or Tamar or Candy. It's gonna be something like former President Barack Obama takes a vacation in Hawaii and does this.
Oh, she is
7
weeks. 7. She was born on Veterans Day.
Oh my goodness!
This is a newborn baby in Hawaii. I guess he was taking a vacation. And you can tell Obama is living his best life. Just like he's stress-free. He ain't worried about in Washington. He done his 8 years. While the man right here is in hell mode. I don't know. In Star Wars mode. Don't know what, like, for real. All right. Let's move over to talk shows. On talk shows this week, TV host Steve Harvey speaks out about being replaced by singer Kelly Clarkson, where Steve thought he had the plan in place of having his NBC show, but NBC decided to pull the plug and give Kelly Clarkson his daytime slot, while leaving Steve canceled, and calls attention to what might be next for Mr. Harvey. Take a look.
They're going to close the door on me in 2019. All that means for me is God has another door for me to open. These people that make these decisions at these networks and stuff, they don't control my life. They control that little piece of section over there. I got the rest of it. I'm God in charge of me.
Steve Harvey said he ain't worried about what's it going to be He ain't worried about what NBC doing, and he ain't worried about what this other entity doing. He's gonna do what he needs to do for his next career mode movie. Well, Steve Harvey telling us something that he knows that's gonna take place, or the right move, or is he ain't worried about it right now. He ain't worried about a damn thing. Yeah. It's just trying to tell you. Can tell Steve Harvey was pulling back, like, I'm pulling out all the numbers and stuff like that. Like, when his first show came out, during that first season, he was good. He was a good show. And then all of a sudden, he started putting out topics, a variety of topics. And it was like, oh my God, Steve Harvey, just stick with one topic. So his current format now works for him because he kind of interviewed celebrities and made like a late night talk show ordeal, which that works for him because it kind of like put Steve Harvey into that threshold. So, hey, we have to see what we can see with Steve Harvey what's next on him. All right, moving over there on The View this past week, CNN's Don Lemon talked to the ladies about the issues between why he called out Kevin Hart about not apologizing to the LGBT community and why black community and the LGBT community are like oil and water. You won't believe what? Take a look.
I don't think that Kevin Hart has to. It's not his prerogative if he doesn't want to do it. He doesn't have to go out and wave a rainbow flag. He doesn't have to march at a gay parade. But he should be understanding of those issues. And there's something very profound in a simple, I'm sorry.
Didn't he do
I
that?
was wrong. Yes, he did. Eventually he did.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was wrong. And you don't have to give all of those other excuses about, you know, I'm a victim in some way, insinuating that you're a victim. You don't have to do that. But again, afterwards, I spoke with Kevin. We spoke for a long time. We're still texting. We're still talking. He called me, and I mean, we had that conversation.
Good. Yeah, that's great.
And he said, I think he got it because 2 days later he said, I'm sorry, I apologize. And he did it in his way, and I think we have to accept it. We can't bully people. If he doesn't want to be an ally for the gay community, that's his prerogative.
That's exactly what I wanted to ask
but
you, because
it is missing an opportunity, I think, sometimes.
Everyone
it's just, you know, black people are more, you know, it won't happen to me situation. They look at it like that. But at the same time, you know, black people fought for civil rights in the 60s. The LGBT community fighting for their version of civil rights and civil liberties in this era. So they should have some common ground, but it's still some kinks in the system, and it's still something like some people are open-minded, some ain't. So to each his own, but you know, at the same time, hey, people are just people. They gonna believe what they want to believe and say what they want to say. Yeah, what it is. All right, don't go anywhere. More to take. We'll return. Stay tuned. I'm your host again, Kendrick Dix, joining that conversation right here using the hashtag Tape here on Connect. Man, we get better and better as time follows, but we thank you for watching, and thank you all for taking time out of the schedule to watch the tape for your weekly dose of pop culture. So thank you for that. But let's get to the political rundown. On the political rundown this week, the government shutdown continues and has entered its fourth week. This has been a whole month since the shutdown started. There have not been a resolution between President Trump and the House part known as the Democrat Pelosi and Schumer. Well, CNN Jim Acosta, which has been a thorn on the president's side, recently visited the south of the Mexican border and reported this.
And here are some of the steel slats that the president's been talking about right here. As you can see, yes, you can see through these slats to the other side of the U.S.-Mexico border. But as we're walking along here, we're not seeing any kind of imminent danger. There are no migrants trying to rush toward this fence here in the McAllen, Texas area. As a matter of fact, there are some other businesses behind me along this highway. There's a gas station, Burger King, and so on. But no sign of the national emergency that the president has been talking about. As a matter of fact, it's pretty tranquil down here.
Yep. The only problem is that the president is trying to work the art of the deal with the House, but he claims he's fixing it, or perhaps he's trying to make America great again, to sort of speak. It ain't that got that right. Ain't that right, Aunt Bertha?
A scheme.
With the bullshit. There you go, Aunt Bertha, with the bullshit. With the bullshit. They try to do it. Say it again, Aunt Bertha. Bullshit indeed. So, we're going to be entering in on week 5. I'm telling you. What? Say that one more time, Bertha. Bullshit. Oh, Lord, Bertha. Ooh, Bertha. Ooh. All right. On news this week, Inside Edition takes a story where a local weatherman got fired for this.
Shots of some cold air heading our way.
A TV meteorologist is fighting for his professional life today after he says he was unfairly fired for making a flub on live TV. Jeremy Capel says he got tongue-tied during a broadcast and uttered what sounded like an offensive racial slur.
Martin Luther King Jr. Park.
Viewers in Rochester, New York were stunned. They took to social media to vent their outrage. That's a shameful slip. This is awful, for real. Even the mayor weighed in and pulled no punches. It is beyond unacceptable that this occurred. There must be real consequences for the news personality involved. Capel was fired Sunday night by the station's news director.
Meteorologist Jeremy Capel is no longer with News 10 NBC.
I spoke with the weatherman and his wife Lisa today.
Please explain to me how this came about.
I simply ran his name too fast. Martin Luther King Jr. came out too fast. And as that did, I crunched 2 words together. And I want you to think about this. First, say his name, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., 5 times real fast. See if it's easy for you. And then you take the 2 words, King and Jr., and you bash them together. Guess what you get?
Capel is getting support from some big names in TV news.
Well, anyone who's done this, as long as we've done it, on air, you flub. You make mistakes. It would seem as if the guy made a genuine mistake.
Fellow weatherman Al Roker tweeted, "I think Jeremy Capel made an unfortunate flub and should be given the chance to apologize. Anyone who has done live TV and screwed up understands." An I Stand Behind Jeremy Capel petition has gotten 33,000 signatures. Just 12 people have signed a counter petition. Do not rehire Jeremy Capel after his racist words. The station is standing by their decision to fire Capel. An utterance such as this with no immediate apology, regardless of intent, is unacceptable and inexcusable. We believe we have done what is right for our station and our community.
Lisa, I'm just wondering what effect this is having on you, the kids, and on Jeremy.
You are shook to the core when something like this happens to your family. It's not something that we were expecting, and it was devastating. We're handling it through our faith right now, but I know who he is.
As far as my career, my future, I honestly have no idea.
Now, I can agree with, you can tell the dude was trying to run through it, because sometimes we be running through the little, the cue cards, and sometimes the, what's that thing called? The machine or something like that. Dude was trying, it was a typo error. And he was reading the the cue cards. He couldn't read it fast. He said, say Martin Luther King 5 times. Martin Luther King Jr., Martin Luther King Jr., Martin Luther King Jr., Martin Luther King Jr., Martin Luther King Jr. Man, ain't his birthday coming up this week? This Monday? Hey, And hey, what the dude was, it was just an error. Dude shouldn't have got fired, but hey, he got fired. So, you know, people are doing the backlash, but you know, it just teaches him now, like, hey, you can't be, you know, do that if we reinstate you. But he didn't know. I can't agree with it. If he was doing, you know, take it from opinion. If he was doing it to be spiteful, he would have said it and laughed at it. Now that would have been the trigger. But, you know, ease up a little bit, take a little, you know, calm it down a little bit. It's just, you can know when you can, you know, that was sort of like we kind of got, some people got kind of offensive and just started raining on in on them. And that's what happened. So, you know, hey, sorry, dude lost his job, but man, now you know better. You know better. People ain't gonna feel sorry for you, whatever, one way or the other. You know, I get it, but you know, like people like Bernice King and Craig Melvin and Al Roker come to his defense and say, "Hey, dude didn't say it racist. It just went quick and fast and hurt." So, hey, it is what it is. All right, on the viral video of the week, do you like eating collard greens? I know I do. I love collard greens. They're soul food to its delicacy. They're so rich. They're so flavored with the season and stuff like that. The nutrients, into you, helping you out with your immune system and stuff. Greens are so good to eat. Well, this lady decided to take her collard greens, wash her collard greens, and with this.
Don't argue with me, but this is the correct way to wash your greens. What y'all grandma taught y'all? You gotta soak it in motherfucking detergent. And this is how they supposed to look afterwards.
Serious, lady? You gonna take your collard greens and wash them with water and soap? If you crazy, Umberta, come out here and say what you need to say. That's what I'm talking about, Umberta. Umberta, she come out with the, say again. Yes, for real. I'm for real, lady. You gonna do that? Wash collard greens with soap and water? That's supposed to be when you try to do bird baths or take a bath or something. Not just washing soup water. You get folks contaminated and get poisoned. This lady don't think, and I'm not eating at her house. I'm telling you right now, I'm not eating at her house. She can do what she want, but it went viral to the left. Like, really, lady? Ugh. You're just the most nastiest thing. Who taught you that? What's next? You gonna put bleach in it? Or better yet, you gonna put Ajax in it? Or Pine Sol? Lady, you sick. I tell you that, you sick and twisted. Ugh. All right, we leave on this high note. Umberta, take us out.
To you with the bullets.